Alaska features some of the most breathtaking views known to man. The illustrious scenery is fully on display at the Anchorage Golf Course, a rolling-style bent-grass POA mix course in Anchorage, Alaska.
It's a pretty rolling course. We have a lot of hills, a lot of change in elevation, with very narrow fairways. I have about 29 acres of fairways that I maintain and about 21 acres of rough. So if you're not on the fairway and you're not a foot or two off the fairway, you're probably in trees. It's a very tight course.
I wasn't sure what I was going to see when I got up here. I wasn't necessarily expecting a flat golf course, but getting up here, trying to explain to people that we want them to come up here, we want them to play this golf course and feel like it's a regular golf course down in the lower 48. Like, this is a golf course that they could come to and enjoy it just as a golf course, not just the setting and the surrounding around it. We want them to think that this is a golf course that they could play anywhere.
This particular course is more natural than most and has a very distinct charm.
The golf course was cut originally from boreal forest. So all of the rough and all the areas that are outside of play are still virgin forests that have never been cut before.
We don't spray a lot of chemicals up here. We don't have a lot of disease pressure up here, but we spray Primo. When you have 20 hours of sunlight in the summer, your grass just really takes off. The greens from day to day almost look like you haven't mowed them for about 3 days just from one day.
Alaska's unusual climate makes it an intriguing destination, but it also presents a host of problems that most greenskeepers have never seen before.
The soil that we have here is greatly different. The agronomy is different than you'd find in most southern courses. We don't have clay here, we have glacial silt. And the glacial silt particles tend to be the same size as clay, but they don't have the same ionic capacity. So the soil doesn't perk as well. It doesn't hold and treat nutrients nearly as well. So we see water-soluble nutrients leaching very quickly.
We can go out there and fertilize every 7 days, and we get a quick green up, but then once we get some moisture and some rain, we see those greens turn a little bit and start getting that light color again.
The climate makes maintaining the Alaskan soil difficult, but it also makes performing other essential functions of golf course maintenance challenging.
Digging in the soil up here is tough too. There's a lot of rocks. The freeze and the thaw, they bring rocks up. I primarily am the cup cutter in the morning, and every day, at least on one green, I'm pulling a rock out that's the size of my fist.
Perhaps one of the most interesting things about this Anchorage course are the unusual pests that are present on the links.
On the course, we have lynx, we have fox, we see bald eagles all the time. Right now I got 3 dens of foxes that have had kits. I have black bears. I have a sow that's got 2 cubs this spring. I have a male who's lived here 3 years, and I have moose. The moose are big. The moose don't like the flags on the greens. We have to take our flags in every night. The flags are right at their eyes, and when they wave and such, it annoys the moose. So I've found that rather than having greens all tore up from a moose that got mad at a flag, we bring the flags in every night. But they'll charge the flags, and of course they bend over, and their hooves are like 2 toes, and they just tear the greens up really bad. The foxes like to tear up the sand traps, but that's easy to fix.
The superintendents at the Anchorage Golf Course face slews of uncommon challenges, but are undeterred in achieving their goal of creating a beautiful and enjoyable course to play. Their hard work and diligence is paying off, as the course now hosts more than 36,000 rounds of golf per year.